FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Broad, as a native of Detroit and a graduate of Central High and a loyal alum of Michigan State who obviously knows your town, Motown, and the auto industry and cares about Michigan. The three auto execs were up before Congress yesterday. They didn't do so well. What would you prescribe for the new Obama administration and our national approach to the auto industry, if I might ask?
You know, I was raised in Michigan, and I remember how during World War II, when I was young, that Michigan was actually, quote, the arsenal of democracy and so on, and General Motors was the greatest company on earth and all that. Ford was a great company and so on. I'm concerned. I'm concerned for the same reason Wesley Clark's concerned. I think we've got to have an auto industry here. Whether it's two companies, three or one, we need an auto industry. I think the answer is not just giving them bailout money. I think the answer is they've got to have a major restructuring. In the last week, I happened to be in New York and Washington and spoke to a number of people, including Paul Volcker, Larry Summers, Chris Dodd, who I serve on the Board of Regents of Smithsonian with, and Andy Stern of the SEIU. And they all had some very interesting ideas, and if I could draw the blueprint, I'd say you've got to restructure. I would also say, I don't know who's going to buy your cars for the next several years in this economy, so why doesn't the government come up, give you an order for 2-3 million automobiles meeting certain standards that are going to be used by the federal government, state and local governments, whether it's police cars or other cars that have 40 miles to the gallon alike. And further, if you go through a restructuring, which means a chapter bankruptcy proceeding, create a trust fund so all the people buying your automobiles will know there's money there. Should they need repairs and so on, and also promote it as the great new American auto industry, very different from what was you've seen in the past. These companies have great, for example, General Motors does a great job overseas in China and elsewhere. I've been told that by people from labor and elsewhere. But here, they've grown to be dinosaurs. And they really, in the 50s and 60s, didn't see the challenge of the Japanese automakers and so on. So it needs a total restructuring. It shouldn't go away. And on the other hand, it shouldn't just be handed public funds so they can continue business as usual. And then, of course, PR-wise, they haven't exactly done a great job by three of them arriving on private jets to ask for public money. That's not too bright.